proud to be the Area Commander for St Helens, and I'm particularly impressed by the continued strong support that we get from both the community and our partners. During the last 12 months we've seen reductions in all crime, and particularly violent crime, which is reduced by 25%. That's 1,200 fewer victims of violent crime. We've seen an encouraging increase in the number of people prepared to volunteer their services. We now have about 160 volunteers who work with our dedicated neighbourhood policing teams in things like community speed watch, staffing our stations, or keeping people informed about their call or their crime.
I have a team of dedicated police officers and community support officers, and we also have on the team volunteers, special constables and police cadets. As a team, we respond to listening to the needs of the community and reacting to what those needs are.
Well, since we've had a dedicated team of police officers and CSOs in the area, it's been proven by the number of projects we've been able to deliver, at 6 or 7 at the moment, that crime figures are reducing, antisocial behaviour is reducing, and also the number of young people engaging in these projects is actually getting higher and higher.
The police and the fire service have been working in partnership in St Helens. Recently we've opened a cop fire shop at St Helens College. It's easily accessible for members of the public and it allows them to speak to a police officer, community support officer or a fire service advocate for fire safety help or security issues.
Ourselves and Helena Housing are part-funded Friday night and Monday night football at the library here.
It's been so successful that not only have people's standard of living increased, antisocial behaviour has actually declined in the area.
Over the last 12 months, car crime in St Helens has reduced by 13%. We've been targeting untaxed and unlicensed drivers using ANPR technology.
Today's operation is one of an ongoing number of high visibility operations, not only in St Helens but also in the Force area. The aim of the operation was to target the unlicensed, criminal and illegal use of vehicles on our road. The main way we're doing that today is with the use of automatic number plate recognition. We've got vehicles in the area that are equipped with this kind of technology, and when a vehicle passes, their registration plate will be read by it. That registration plate will then be compared to a number of databases, including the Police National Computer, the DVLA database, and also local intelligence systems.
As CSOs, we get a lot of complaints from residents basically saying there's cars speeding around and things on those lines. We then obviously try to get the speed cameras out and find out who's causing the offences really. By taking the camera out and basically educating drivers, not necessarily always zero tolerance to the drivers, it can be about an education process as well. Basically by pulling the drivers in, having a word with them, obviously making them aware of the speed. Once we've done that, basically then we can go back to our residents, our partner agencies and say this is what we've done these particular days, we've done this, and basically feed it back to them to make sure they feel reassured.
We've actually seized 829 uninsured vehicles off the roads of St Helens. That's 829 vehicles which have got no policy of insurance on them. Now this is significant.
We've worked hard with partner agencies such as Helena Housing, such as the local authority, to make those locations that we know are vulnerable to car crime safer. We've given advice and guidance to owners of cars to make sure that they're clear on how they can help themselves by removing valuables, by removing items of value from their car. Antisocial behaviour is still a priority for the communities of St Helens. Here on the 4-acre estate in Clockface, we've put in place a number of mosquito alarms which cause young people to disperse. We've also invoked a number of Section 30 orders, which are dispersal orders, which again give us power to remove young people from those problem areas.
Throughout the last year, St Helens Trading Standards has been working closely with the licensing unit in St Helens Police. We've undertaken 9 separate operations targeting 45 individual off-licences. Of these 45 off-licences, 9 sold to underage volunteers. The result of this, 9 fixed penalties were issued, 2 off-licences were prosecuted, and we had one of the off-licences had the licence to sell alcohol removed for 3 months.
We had antisocial behaviour in our area and we worked with the police and their partners to solve it. We set up a tenants and residents association and we now have no antisocial behaviour at all. That's working together as a team and it solves the problem.
Our war on drugs continues and we have a dedicated Hawk team who are police officers who are ready to respond to the calls that we get from the public. Our partnership with the local authority in tackling drugs remains a strong one, but it relies on the information that we get from the public. We get about 160 calls a year on the Crime Stoppers hotline, and I'm determined to use that information and to respond to it quickly.